Syngin from 90 Day Fiancé is finally sharing the exact details why him and Tania are ending their marriage and getting a divorce. Guys, it was kind of shocking to hear, but we've all heard the rumors, and we've all actually been confirmed, thanks to Tania and Syngin, that Syngin is going on 90 Day Fiancé Single Life Season 2. Him and Tania are done. They're getting a divorce. The relationship is over. However, no one ever said exactly why the relationship is done until now when Syngin went on 90 Day Bears All, and it was kind of crazy. So basically, without wanting to waste any time, here is the deal. Syngin went on, and he pretty much just said we were fighting and fighting and fighting. We all knew that. And it just got down to a point where he tried to build a relationship with Tania's nephew, her sister's son. I think we saw him on 90 Day Fiancé, I think. And he goes, you know what, he was a great kid, a great little guy. I loved being around him and whatnot, but I would rather be an uncle than a father. I don't ever want to have kids. I don't ever really want to have a 9 to 5. I don't know what he's doing for work, if anything at all, but he was like, I don't want the family life. I don't want that. And when I finally built that relationship with that kid and made that realization, it was just a matter of time until I told her, and I knew that once I tell her this, our relationship is done and it's over and we're going to have to go our separate ways. So according to Syngin, there was no cheating, there was no dishonesty. It was just, he doesn't want to be a dad, she wants to have kids. That was that, and they are going to go their separate ways because of that. And honestly, he worded it super nice, and he was just saying, I still love her, I still care about her. I think she's an amazing person. And it gets kind of weirder because we got to see a sneak peek clip of 90 Day Fiancé Single Life Season 2 of Syngin, and he was still living with her. Now, I did interview one of his close friends, so I know he moved to Arizona somehow. I don't know how he made it over there, but somehow he ended up moving to Arizona, so he's not in Connecticut anymore, Tania, as far as I'm aware. But after they decided to get a divorce and they were going to separate and whatnot, they were still living together, and they were still, you know, romantically involved, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of, that was kind of my theory. My theory this whole time with Tania and Syngin was that maybe they were kind of still together, but kind of seeing other people. And Syngin claims they're done. They're going to be getting a divorce, but it's like they still were, you know, romantic after they decided that they were going to get a divorce while they were still living together. So kind of weird, kind of strange. Also, not very shocking because Tania and Syngin, we all know them. We all know they're here. They're all over the place. And to me, it's just like, I don't even know. To me, it doesn't really shock me at all. But Tania, Syngin, he will be on 90 Day Fiancé Single Life. I have no idea if he finds love. He will definitely be dating for sure. He's such a fun and loving and outgoing guy, and we will definitely be seeing Tania quite a bit on the show as well. Which is kind of weird, but we did get to, you know, see that clip of when Tania told Syngin that he wasn't her soulmate and that her ex-boyfriend was her soulmate. And oh, it was gut-wrenchingly horrible and cringy and terrible to watch. So Syngin, we'll see more of him, but according to him, the only reason that they got a divorce and that they're getting a divorce is because it's like, for him, he doesn't want to be a dad. He doesn't see that in his like future at all, being a dad. And Tania clearly does, and it's just not going to work out. So kind of sad for those two. I wish them both well. Syngin, I love him to death. Tania, she's nice enough, kind of dramatic and kind of annoying, but still, she's cool too, whatever. I think it's kind of weird for her that they literally are just getting a divorce and he's already back in the dating scene on a TV show. It's probably going to be hard to watch. But either way, Tania and Syngin, they are done. And with 90 Day Bears All, we also got to see Colt, Vanessa, and Debbie. Once again, kind of interesting. Number one, the thing with Debbie was crazy because Debbie got an entire transformation. I'll try to post an after picture, boom, right there, so you can see for yourself. But she looks completely different. She has red hair. She dresses different. She got a tattoo of a butterfly. She looks totally different. Same voice, but she looks totally different. She looks great. I have no idea how old she is, but she looks really a lot significantly younger. Looks great. She apparently is dating. She was talking about, once again, kind of the romance scene in her life, and she was being a little bit kind of specific, so I'm kind of like, if I was Colt, I could only imagine what's going through his head, but he was there too with Vanessa. They are still married. They did, unfortunately, have a miscarriage, which was really sad a couple weeks ago, which is very sad. However, they appear to be all sunshine and rainbows off of camera and on social media. They seem happy, they seem in love, but they did say they both actually regretted getting married, which to me, that's crazy. Like, they both regret getting married. They just said it was too soon. We have very different energy levels. And Colt was like, I love being with her and I love being married to her, but he was like, I do regret it, and so does she. Like, they went too fast. They don't regret the actual marriage, but they regret getting married so fast. So that to me was kind of like, that's not a good sign, and I would not be shocked if at some point in their future, possibly, they do potentially maybe split up. And you could see Debbie said the same thing. Debbie goes, I don't want to live with them, you know, because they still all live together. And she was like, I don't want to live with them. You could see Vanessa probably doesn't want to be living with her. They want their space, which that makes sense. They live in a smaller place, they want their space. And Debbie said they just can't afford it, which is kind of sad. Maybe they're saving. I don't really know if Colt or Vanessa or Debbie actually have a real job, but I think Debbie does like Uber Eats, but I don't know about Colt and Vanessa, but either way, they're still living together. They're starting to kind of get on each other's nerves. They know a lot about each other in the romantic department, a little too much, and it's kind of funny, kind of cringy, kind of weird, but Debbie, she is also going to be going on 90 Day Fiancé Single Life Season 2 as well, so we can see her dating. She's just like Syngin is going to be doing a lot of it, and we had some people on the last season, like even kind of like Ed. Ed only went on one date with one person, that was Liz, but we get someone like Debbie, or we get someone like even, I don't even know, Syngin, they're going to be dating around like crazy if I had to guess. So it was cool to see them. Debbie looks amazing. Colt, Vanessa, they're doing relatively well, but yeah, I don't have a great feeling with them. Just something about that doesn't seem right to me, but you already know I could be very wrong. Then kind of interesting side note, we also got to see Jorge, whatever you want to call him, the guy that was with Anfisa from years and years and years ago. He actually got arrested a couple years back, went into jail, lost a ton of weight, got out, met a woman. They had a baby together, now they're expecting another baby together, and so it was kind of cool to hear from him. He's a pretty upbeat, positive, pretty much just a normal guy. I think he is definitely kind of a sucker. He's probably too nice for his own good. I hope his relationship with this new woman is working well. He seems very happy and in love and not like he's getting used. But he told the whole story about how he got, you know, in trouble and all that kind of stuff. And basically, he was just driving around with things he should not have been driving around with, and he got caught and put away for quite some time. But he is now out, has that one baby. They're having another baby. They're happy. They're not married, though, but they do seem very happy and in love, and I wish him well. So we got to see Jorge as well, and it was kind of cool. You know, he said that he hasn't been talking to Anfisa at all, which is not shocking. And he said he doesn't want any communication or any form of contact at all with her, and I really don't blame him. So that was 90 Day Bears all. We did get to see a couple more here and there, and we got to see a lot of specific details on Colt and Vanessa and Debbie, if you know what I'm talking about. Things that I did not need to ever hear. And thanks to Syngin. And one of Syngin's friends, Andrew, who was a big partier, came on the show too via Skype or Zoom or whatever, and he just had a lot of crazy stuff to say too, but nothing too interesting. But 90 Day Bears all, I love to see it. I know Debbie is very nice to me on social media, and that's why I kind of like her. On the show, she might kind of have an attitude, but I will say Larissa to me is very rude, and Debbie is very nice. So maybe they're kind of just playing games, but it's like I'm kind of more Team Debbie than I ever was Larissa or Jess or anything like that. But Colt, I don't know. He has seemed to matured a little. I wish him and Vanessa well. I don't really know where that relationship's going to go. I do kind of find it odd that they're still living with Debbie, and I don't know if they have jobs and whatnot, but I really do sincerely wish them well. Syngin, I love him dearly. Once again with the job thing though, I don't know why everyone goes on 90 Day Fiancé and they just immediately quit their job. And once again with the job thing with Jorge, does he have a job? Because it's like he doesn't, so I thought he was going to become a social media kind of guy. He was kind of doing stuff on social media. Maybe he'd start posting videos. And he posted a couple videos on YouTube, but not any nearly enough to make any money. Same with Instagram. So it's kind of like, does he have a real job? Maybe his woman's kind of just supporting the two of them. I don't really know. Maybe he's kind of doing some stuff again. I don't even know. In that whole industry he was working in before, they got him in trouble. So, but it's like him, Colt, Vanessa, even kind of Debbie, and for sure Syngin. Syngin might be a bartender, maybe. He is definitely living in Arizona, so we'll see more of what's going on with his work and life and everything, but all these people is that they never really ever seem to have a real job. They just kind of go on the show and make some money, I guess. Kind of weird, kind of crazy, but yes, you guys, 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Bears all. And that is about it for the 90 Day Fiancé drama for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, please do me a huge favor and hit that like, follow, share, and subscribe button, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.